Welcome to Home Organizing for Beginners. I'm Tammy, your home organizing educator. In each episode, I share a microscopic home management topic. That just means it's something you can implement today from start to finish if you so choose. Today's microscopic home management topic is how to master weekly planning. Planning is one key element to being productive and to getting more done in less time, right? To truly master weekly planning and create a peaceful home in the process, because that's what we want. We want to feel at peace every time we walk into our home. So you're not only going to plan out the week ahead, but you're going to review the prior week. You'll look back at how things went in the prior week and look ahead into the upcoming week. You utilize what you learned from the past and incorporate it into the future. Does that make sense? So when you do this consistently, it takes less and less time each week and you become more and more productive. With a good plan, you're really able to get more done in less time, and that's what we all want. We want to get our obligations done. We want to get that stuff that has to be done that we've committed to. We want to get that out of the way so that we can spend time doing the things we enjoy. We all have things we have to do as busy moms, but let's focus on really what's important and really being intentional what we're saying yes to, what we're saying no to, right? So you're fed up with the mess of chaos of daily life. You want your home to feel peaceful and welcoming, right? You want it to be this refuge for your family and for you at all times. You want everyone who's coming into your home like they belong there. So I'm telling you right now that you can have this. You can have that peace and joy and a refuge in your home. And you can achieve it through organizing, cleaning, and time management methods, that are created with you and your family at the core. The point is that everything you do should have your family, your season of life, and you at the core of it. Methods that are simple because simple equals sustainable. Methods that focus on the function of your home. But in order to make that happen, you're going to have to block out what society is telling us, and you may not even be able to do what you've done in the past. Okay, so you might want a fresh start. You might need a fresh start. In this episode, I share what to include in your planning for the upcoming week and why. And this may be a little bit different than what you've done before. If you want the step-by-step on how to plan out your week, you can listen to episode 48 that I recorded back on October 25th. It's titled How to Plan Your Week, and I think I can leave a link in the show notes for you. So we're going to dive right in. I have 5 things that I'm going to share with you that you want to include in your planning for the upcoming week. Number 1, you're going to review last week. It's not going to take long, but before you dive into planning the upcoming week, you need to review how last week went. You're going to ask yourself, did I miss anything? Were there any surprises came up? An example of this would be like one of the kids saying, hey, mom, I have a concert tomorrow or day after tomorrow. And you know how kids grow. The dress up clothes they wore at the last concert are not going to fit for this concert. So if you did miss something like that, how can you find that information going forward so that it's not a surprise in the future? Is it on the school Facebook page? Is it in a school newsletter? Can you download a calendar off the school website that carries that information and then plug it into your schedule? So do you see what I'm saying? If something came up that was a surprise, you want to try and make sure that that kind of thing does not happen again. This is really something that can totally throw off your week. When you allocate time to, let's say, maybe rest, it is possible, I guarantee it. Maybe you have time allocated to clean the house up, but instead you have to run to the store and buy a new outfit for your kid, which in and of itself can be a challenge. But it can cause frustration because you're not doing the thing that you had planned to do, and that's something that will steal your peace. Also, take a moment to assess what went well. Did your meal plan go well? Did it work out? Did it save you time from debating on what to make every night for dinner? Did it save you time from standing in front of the refrigerator and walking through the pantry trying to figure out what to make every night? So when you take some time to look at what went well, you can give yourself credit for that. It's always nice to feel good about things as often as possible versus always focusing on what did not work out, because that's our human nature. We always focus on what we need to improve on. Let's focus on giving ourselves some credit for what we're doing well too. So, in addition, when you review what went well, you'll naturally get new ideas to improve upon what you're already doing, and that will increase your productivity. It'll help you get more done in less time and ultimately help bring peace and joy to your home. So, number two, meal plans. I'm not sure if you've had the problem of standing in front of the fridge with the door open while the kids are all running around crying, and then you're yelling because they're crying, and you need to think. Like, can you picture this in your mind? Have you experienced this? If you can tell, I did a lot when the kids were younger. It was just such a difficult thing for me to figure out, and I didn't think I had time to create this meal plan, right? But trust me when I say creating a meal plan is going to save you not only time throughout the week, but it's also going to save you money because you're buying what you're going to make. It's also going to save frustration and yelling and bring that peace and joy to your home that you desire. Number three, activities of all family members. So this isn't just a plan for you, but this is really a plan for your entire family. So I keep mine in a Google Calendar. I can share it with the kids. They still ask me what all is going on, but at least they know the information is there, and I'm teaching them that in the future they need to keep their own calendar. So, what things are your kids involved in? Wrestling, dance, youth group. Those are the things you're going to need to populate into your calendar and into your weekly plan as well. Maybe you have a play date set up for your child. You have to incorporate these things because you're transporting them. You need to know whether they're there or not. Are they eating dinner with you or not, right? Maybe your husband travels for work. Is he leaving on a business trip, or is he going to a football game with friends? So it's that kind of thing. I highly recommend that you make some time for yourself as well. Maybe plan a dinner date with a friend or a group of friends. So, those are activities of your family members. Number four, household projects. This is where you can plan out anything that you know you want or need to get done around the house. I recommend putting in time for cleaning. Regular chores do need to get done in your home. And if you allocate that time in your weekly schedule, it's going to help you know whether you did or did not get that item done, right? Because we're going to look back at the past week, and if you weren't able to clean the bathrooms or have somebody help you clean the bathrooms, you need to know that. You need to recognize that, because you may want to start out with cleaning the bathrooms in the upcoming week. So I want to help you do this. You can download a free home organizing checklist that will help you not only get your home organized, but really put a focus on how to keep it organized. And that's what we all want. We want to be able to keep our organized spaces organized. So you can go to www.homeorganizingforbeginners.com to download that checklist. So, number five, and this is the last one, you're going to review your week for things that are not necessary or things that are missing. You're going to just take a moment to think through this. You're going to look at your schedule and you're going to ask yourself, are the things on here really things that I want to be doing and should be spending my time on? Perhaps you've committed to volunteering at school and you don't truly want to do that, but you feel obligated to. Make a mental note of that, because maybe next time that opportunity comes up or somebody asks you, hey, could you bake some cookies to bring to school? You can be like, that's really not my jam. That's really not my thing. And I'm going to say no, because then I'm going to have time to do maybe something that's missing in your week. Maybe you really love to read and you want to make that time to read. Okay, so that's a review of things that you don't want on that schedule, and things that you do want on that schedule. So, one of the main things that I wish I'd done before having kids is have a conversation with my husband about what we as a family truly valued. Then plan to have that conversation regularly as our lives change, as we have kids, as the kids get older, really being on the same page with your spouse about what you value and what's important to you, not only just reading a book, but, work ethic, teaching the kids work ethic. These are all things that you can incorporate into your life, and what you do on a daily basis really truly matters in contributing to what you value. So that is a big topic, and it is definitely not something I can incorporate into a podcast. If you want that kind of a conversation, because I think a one-on-one conversation is much better, we can talk about how you and I can work together in a way that meets your specific needs. You just need to email me, Tammy at homeorganizingforbeginners.com, and just say, hey, I want to work with you. And then I'll reach out and we can talk about it. Okay? So, in conclusion, set a day and time for your weekly planning. Try to be consistent with it. If you're going to do it every Thursday, if you're going to do it every Friday, maybe it's on a Sunday. There isn't any wrong day during your week to do this weekly planning. So the benefits are huge, not only in terms of productivity and time savings, but more importantly in terms of mental peace, a calm home, and really simplifying your life overall. That's what I have for you today. I pray that what I shared with you today will help you work towards the peaceful home that you desire. I hope you have a fun and productive weekend. I will be back here next week sharing tangible and simple instructions about home organizing, cleaning, and time management. I'll see you then.